Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday. Here with my first official waiver wire pickups video for week number 2 for the NFL. So yeah, going to be doing this every week, and yeah, I'll be covering fantasy as well. Not as much. I'll be doing, waiver wire pickups. Fantasy starts and sits before the games start. That video will be out on all the matchups later on in the week. So go ahead and check that out when that does come out. And yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. Support the channel. Going to be covering college football, NFL, fantasy football, MLB, covering it all. And yeah, I got a few players that I do like. That's probably going to be on everyone's waiver wire pickups here, which they should be. Whether you are in just a straight up waiver wire league or you got to use fab dollars. Yeah, either way, these are definitely some good targets and the best people to really pick up. Week 1, you don't want to spend all your fab dollars or whatever on your waiver wire pickups unless it's necessary. It's just week 1, but we did see a lot of injuries happen. But yeah, going to start at quarterback. Got one quarterback that's probably available in most leagues. It's going to be Teddy Bridgewater, coming off a 264-yard, 2-touchdown game. Looked really good last game. Lost Jerry Jeudy, but still has a great receiving core. Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant, KJ Hamler. Definitely has some weapons going up against this Jacksonville defense that just let Houston run and throw all over him with Tyrod Taylor. And Tyrod Taylor's not really the best quarterback. He's a decent quarterback, but Teddy Bridgewater's much better than Tyrod Taylor. I just think Teddy's going to have a great game against this horrible Jags defense that got killed by Houston. Go ahead and pick up Teddy. He should be one of the top quarterbacks available. He's definitely the best quarterback streamer of the week here. Love Teddy. At running back, this is the number 1 waiver wire pickup out of all the positions. It's Elijah Mitchell for the Niners. We saw Raheem Mostert out for the season now. It is confirmed he's done. Only had 2 carries and he was out. And then we thought it was going to be Trey Sermon that was going to get all of that work, but he was inactive. And, out of nowhere, Elijah Mitchell comes in, runs for 104 yards and a touchdown. That's just what San Francisco backs do. And, yeah, he's going to have tons of value up against this Philadelphia defense a pretty decent defense, but, San Francisco is going to run a lot. And I just feel like they're going to have a lot of opportunities to score. Elijah Mitchell should be a pretty elite option this week. Definitely a top 10 running back play for sure. Go ahead and pick him up. He's going to be the number 1 running back available in probably 99% of leagues because there's no way you drafted him. Then with the wide receivers, I got 2 wide receivers that are, pretty decent. I'm not going out spending a bunch of money on them, but definitely interested in them if you are desperate for a play or if you maybe lost a receiver or, need that flex spot. Tim Patrick's very interesting. Coming off a 4-catch, 39 yards and touchdown game last game with Jerry Jeudy being gone now for a while. It's good. We're going to see who steps into that role. Tim Patrick's probably going to get a little bit more work, but the fact that he was already pretty nicely involved in week 1 definitely looks good moving forward. More targets that would have went to Jerry Jeudy. It's going to be split between Cortland Sutton, Fant, and Patrick, and then some will probably go to Hamler as well. But I like Tim Patrick maybe as a flex if you're in a deeper league, or if you really need it. Could be an interesting spot and a pretty solid pickup for the next few weeks. And then another one, I'm not rushing to it, but he had an excellent week 1. It's Christian Kirk for the Arizona Cardinals, coming off a 5-catch, 70-yard and 2-touchdown game. I mean, he had a monster week 1. How reliable can this be? I don't know, but if you're desperate for a flex play here, has a really great matchup against the Vikings, which got lit up by the Bengals, and Joe Burrow absolutely lit them up. I think Kyler's going to light them up as well. I think D-Hop's going to have a great game, and I wouldn't be surprised if Christian Kirk has another solid game in a row. Would not be surprised at all. Really good pickup. Don't spend too much money if you're in a fab league, but could be a really interesting flex play this week against a very bad Minnesota defense. And then the last one I like here, it's a defense. Defenses are really hit or miss. You kind of just go off. If you're streaming defense, like I pretty much always do every year, Cardinals D, I think, is the best. They're getting overlooked this week. I think they're the best D on the board, coming off a dominant defensive performance against the Titans, which, let's be real, they absolutely shut down the Titans. Titans could not do anything. Derrick Henry, Tannehill just were non-factors in that whole game. Julio didn't do anything. A.J. Brown got bailed out with a touchdown, but other than that, they locked him down. Chandler Jones coming off a 5-sack game. J.J. Watt looked really good too. This defense just looked really good. And this Cardinal D is going to, finish with 17 points, which that could win you your week right there alone. Up against this Minnesota team this week where the Bengals threw all over this Minnesota team. Minnesota was not able to stop Bengals here. And, they were getting all kinds of sacks on Kirk Cousins, and, they beat them. And I think this pass rush, they're going to get some sacks and maybe force a turnover or two against Kirk Cousins here. I love the Cardinals D this week. I think they're a really great stream. And yeah, it's going to be it for my waiver wire column. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys can snag some of these players and insert them into your lineup this week. And yeah, it's going to be it for the video. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.